All right, another Yakkin with you, Jagoff, and we're in the green room, which actually isn't even green, and we're with Greg Warren here at the Pittsburgh Improv. How are you, man?
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's nice to meet you. I followed you from the hotel. I'm pretty sure that was you, and then I actually rented the hotel room next to you because I'm so big a fan.
Oh yeah.
Are you creeped out by that?
No, that's fine. I think I'm excited that somebody cares that much. You know?
Do you get put on the spot now? You're obviously well known now, but when before you were such a well known name, do people go, "Oh, you're a comedian"? Then do they? It's like a dog trainer.
They still always do that. Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. This is my friend, the comedian.
Yeah. I mean that's fine, but I enjoy it. You know, it's a cool thing. Up to I won't do my act. Off stage. That's the only thing. It just doesn't work. I made the mistakes early in my career of doing that to some girl, and inevitably they don't understand what's funny about your act, and they just stare at you, and it's horrible. So that's the one thing I won't do.
Tell me about coming through Pittsburgh. You've been coming here for quite a while.
Yeah, I bet you it's 10 years.
Yeah,
I mean, it's great.
Even before the Improv.
No, I think I did do the Funny Bone once back in the day.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know, probably close to 10 years ago, I came to the Improv and did DVE, and for radio, you just sort of wake up in the morning, and especially a place you've never been before, and they take you to radio, and you don't know much about it, other than the guy in the car with you is like, this is pretty important here, or whatever. So I just I remember just being out of it, and I just did what I normally do on radio, and it was a lot of fun. The guys were great.
Yeah.
They were, and then I came back about a year later, and there's a lot of people that had heard it, which is rare. There's a few other stations that are like that across the country, but DVE is one of the best. And those guys over the years have kind of become good friends of mine, and I enjoy hanging out with them. It's more just like hanging out with friends now.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Bob and Tom of Pittsburgh in a way.
And Bob and Tom are those are the other guys that I feel very comfortable with.
I'm a huge fan of Coach Larry.
Oh yeah, that was
So I could watch Coach Larry 100 times and still laugh at it.
That bit was like it was kind of derived from this assistant coach that we had in football, and then the voice. I remember we were doing this. We were at some military base, sort of drumming up business for a show one time, like in Dayton, Ohio. We did some sort of meet and greet with the military, and there was this guy that was attached to us, and he was I can't remember his name, but he had this voice. And I was with some other comics, and I'm like, someday I'm going to use that voice, because he was like, guys, this is Greg Warren here, and he kept ruining our names. Like, get Greg Warner and my friend Joe Recca. This is Mr. Joe Rica, and so I don't know. I wanted to do something on assistant coaches, and
If you had a Coach Larry show, I would be the first subscriber. I
had a
little YouTube
thing that was short-lived.
Yeah. What's your biggest? I'm gonna crap my pants moment of being a comedian.
I'm not sure what that is.
I
have had digestive issues. Recently I got to do a late night with Seth Meyers.
Yeah, it's great.
Those moments are sort of, you don't get to do that stuff all the time. When you first do TV, you're like, oh, okay, so now I did it, and I'll get to do it every month for the rest of my life. It doesn't work like that, and then you don't do it for a long time. So I got to do that, and then before I booked it, and I was getting ready to do it, and even before that I did it, Billy Gardell's people called me and said they wanted me to do the Late Late Show on CBS like a month after that. So that was really sort of a new experience to do two things that quickly in a row, two late night talk shows that quickly in a row. Usually you don't do that. You got to put some time in between them. So that was really fun. And then to do a talk show with your buddy, Gardell's a friend of mine, and he's just a really gracious guy. And it was a different feeling doing a talk show, because they asked me to do it, and it was just like I kind of did some material that I wouldn't normally do on a late night talk show set, and it worked out. And then I got to go over and be interviewed by Billy on the couch and tell some stories, and that was pretty fun.
We've had Billy on 2 of our episodes.
Oh, wow.
And that was a treat.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and just follow. Make sure you follow. You know what? We usually have to do something stupid, and I don't feel like doing anything. Well,
you want me to do something stupid? I'll be happy to.
No. Can you juggle? I don't
What do you want me to do?
You know what? Why don't you just tell them, follow Greg Warren, hey, Pittsburgh, follow Greg Warren, you Jagoffs. Because do you know Jagoff is it's not a swear word, it's a word that we use here.
Yeah. No,
it's like,
you guys claim that word?
Yeah, it's like, I like you, hey, you Jagoff, how you been?
Yeah.
Or, hey, you Jagoff, you scared the crap out of me. Or when I'm ready to throw you a hand signal during driving, you
Right. And it's sort of like, there's a big difference between calling somebody a Jagoff and a Jackoff.
It is a big difference,
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't be like, hey, Pittsburgh, you're a bunch of Jackoffs.
Right, that would be bad, yeah.
Then I'd probably,
yeah. But if you say the other one, then they love you.
Yeah. If I say, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Why is that, by the way?
You know what? It actually, I don't know. I think it's because some people thought it was dirty. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I do agree with you. It is like, a Jackoff is... A Jagoff is a term of endearment.
Yeah.
That you like your friends with.
Exactly.
A male term of endearment. I'm not sure. If
I don't think women. Yeah.
And Jackoff would be like, let's go.
Yeah, a little different.
Not that people fight like this after 1940s, but yeah. So what am I supposed to?
Yeah, no. So I don't know. I'd say you endear yourself to the Pittsburgh fans and knock it out of the park with you, Jake.
Okay, you guys, male Pittsburghers. I'm not talking to the females. You're a bunch of Jagoffs. Yeah? Who jack off? I did that wrong. Sorry.